Hey guys, I have some really cool new spy shots of what appears to be the upcoming 2022 Toyota Tundra. Our viewer Jonathan Hines actually sent these in. He saw this prototype truck testing in Morgantown, West Virginia. And so let's take a look and see what we can tell because it's towing a big trailer. So let's check it out. I interrupt this video for this week's TFL Bids Bargain. We have many cool trucks and off-road SUVs for sale this week. For example, this is a 2014 F-150 SVT Raptor crew cab with the big 6.2 liter V8. Low miles, under 40,000 miles truck with a lot of cool touches, including airbags in the back to help with towing. And Nathan gives us a personal walk around of this truck to show you exact condition of it. So use the link below in the description of this video, go to tflbids.com, check out the truck, and also don't forget, use the link to submit your truck or SUV you're trying to sell, and it will go to a good home with a like-minded enthusiast. So please check it out. So first of all, here we see a profile shot of this new Tundra. Why do I think it's a Tundra? Well, we've seen several prototypes like this before. This one is a crew cab. It looks to be a pretty large, sizable cab, and maybe a short bed. We've also seen a longer bed option, so this is probably a 5.5-foot bed. They also may have a 6.5-foot bed, according to some of the prototypes we have seen. The suspension in the rear is covered really heavily, but we do have some other shots that suggest this may be a coil spring rear end for the solid axle in the back. We can also see these giant, what appear to be luxury wheels and tires. I cannot make out exactly what size this tire is as far as the width and the diameter, but this appears to be at least a 20-inch wheel, maybe a 21 or a 22. Maybe this is a luxury model of the next Tundra. Yeah, pretty large wheels and tires. Then a giant towing mirror. So let's take a look at another angle really fast, because we have several angles thanks to Jonathan. And when he sent it in, he said this could be the next F-150. Of course, I'm pretty sure this is actually a Tundra because of everything I'm seeing, but it's camouflaged kind of to look similar to an F-150 with these white kind of C-clamp shaped headlight areas. Right now it looks like it's fueling up. I cannot quite tell exactly what fuel it's using, but let's take a look at the front really quick. First, I can see there's a little opening. There should be a front-mounted camera here for 360-degree views, because also up here, if you zoom in a little bit, there looks to be a bump underneath this mirror section right here, which tells me this might also be a camera. So 360-degree views are on all other trucks, so it makes sense why Toyota would actually try to do that as well. There's also a little opening up here on the dash cover, right here on top. It may be nothing, or it may be a heads-up display. I'm not quite sure right now. Of course, GM trucks like the Silverado and the Sierra 1500s, they have a heads-up display system for their luxury trucks. So maybe Toyota is thinking about a similar type of option. It has a lot of test equipment inside. I can see dash cams, maybe some other measuring devices. There's some sort of device mounted here, maybe a phone or a tablet to measure some stuff or maybe monitor some of the stuff. So why West Virginia? Why are they there? Well, I talked to my friend Dan Atkinson, who is a truck driver. You may have seen Dan on some of our videos before. He said he's been through this area. It's kind of south of Pittsburgh and west of Baltimore. And it's very mountainous, very hilly, sometimes between 6 to 7% grades. So it looks like they're doing some kind of heavy towing on grades on the East Coast. Let's take a look at this shot. Here we can see a little bit of LED headlight coming through. We can see a dual tandem axle trailer, bumper pull, of course, in this case. And it's pretty sizable. It appears to be, this is my guess, about a 20-foot length, maybe a 22. We've used a very similar trailer in the past for our iGauntlet testing at TFL Truck. I can tell by the axles, this trailer may be pushed close to 10,000 pounds, maybe total weight for this trailer with ballast inside of it. Maybe a little bit more, depending on the axle capacities of the trailer, of course. So yeah, they're possibly testing, and also has a huge frontal area. These trailers are very hard to tow. They have a lot of wind resistance, and they're very, very large. This is probably 8 or maybe even 8.5 feet wide, judging by these fender covers on the trailer. Also, mirrors. Right here we can tell that this mirror is extended. You see this kind of black portion? It appears it's a sliding mirror, it's a vertical mirror. That style reminds me of what's available currently on GM trucks. If you look at the towing mirror on the GM truck, that kind of slide out in this fashion, and there's single bar mirror. And these look pretty gigantic. And of course that's good for reach, so you can see around the trailer, for safety, and so you can see what's happening next to you and behind you. So that's really, really cool. Let's take a look at another shot. Thankfully, we have several different views of this test truck. Right up here, there's a shark fin antenna. There is a large opening on the rear glass. If you look at this camouflage, there's kind of this section that's kind of cut out. And what the current Tundra has that no other pickup truck has is that full sliding rear glass on their Tundra truck. It may look like they may have kind of shortened that section somehow. It's not clear to me maybe what's happening there, but maybe they still have a section that opens up and down. That's just my guess once again, because we don't have official information quite yet on this truck. Another thing we could see here, of course, the hitch looks fairly heavy duty. They're using a weight distribution attachment right here on this trailer. You can see these chains also attached. So this tells me that this trailer is probably way over 5,000 pounds, because usually 5,000 pounds is where you need to start using a weight distribution hitch. The truck looks fairly level, even though the trailer appears to be loaded. So it could this truck could handle a lot of weight. And what are the ratings? Well, the Ford F-150 is now pushing 14,000 pounds as far as maximum towing capacity. Of course, on the crew cab Ford, it's a little bit less than that, maybe 13,000 or between 11 and 13,000 pounds. So maybe Tundra is targeting very, very similar numbers, because GM is also in that range. Ram is over 12,000 pounds on certain configurations as well. And they're probably, the latest rumor and all the information we have is that this truck is using a twin turbo V6 that's also used in the Lexus luxury sedan currently, the LS. This engine has been proven in that sedan. It's very smooth, it's very nice. It can have up to or over 400 horsepower. It's not clear how they're going to use it or tune it for the truck duty. It probably has a 10-speed automatic transmission behind it, this engine. So it's very similar to what F-150 is doing, of course, with their twin-turbo engines. And as we know, with that truck, with the F-150, that's very effective. It can be efficient, it can be very powerful, especially towing in the mountains, like they're trying to do here, as it appears. So we don't know much about what other engine options, if any, will be there. Hybrids is potential, but probably not initially. Initially, they might have just one engine and then add more engines as we move along. This truck should be available by the end of this year. So that's what all the dealer information or some of the leaks that we have suggest, that this truck should be on sale maybe in November, December timeframe of this year, barring any more delays with kind of global marketplace and chip shortages and other component shortages. So we should see this truck hopefully within a couple of months, and then it will go on sale, 3 to 4 months after that. So this is a very exciting up-close look at the next Tundra prototype. So thanks to Jonathan for sending this in. Very, very exciting. I'm really glad that we got to see a lot of these components up close on this four-wheel drive crew cab 2022 Tundra. As always, go back to tfltruck.com for all the latest news, views, and real-world truck reviews, because we do our own truck testing, including towing on the iGauntlet, world's toughest towing test, fuel efficiency testing on a flat highway, of course off-road testing as well. So check it out.